Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi and hello to all of my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Oh, let's take that deep breath. Let's take it deep because who we life, life. And don't forget those Epstein files, babies. And we're already in almost at the half point of. Okay, no, by the time this video comes up, it's going to be after. But happy Pride Month. I've said it during a few of my videos. I haven't said it in all, though. And part of me, I'm like, what should I do for Pride Month? Especially like as a disabled woman, as a black woman, as a woman, period. Like, what should I do? I know what I'm going to be talking about on the other channel, which I'm so excited that I'm doing that. I restarted it and everything. So, but yeah, this is another dating nightmare episode, of course. And yeah, I want to talk more politics. There's so much going on. There's going to be that whole birthday thing. Okay. Is part of me, I want to do my own, like, because I still never did my own version of that really awful, terrible Bridgerton party that was in Detroit. And that was so embarrassing. I'm like, really, Detroit? Come on. Really? Really? And even they hired, she wasn't a stripper, she was like a pole dancer. And she, to me, it's like, I looked at her website, like, they could have done it in a better way where it meshed and matched with the event a lot better, because a lot of people were putting her down and like, oh, calling her different things. And I'm just like, don't even hate. Come on now. Haters, bullies, idiots, whatever. So, but yeah, I kind of still want to do that because I know I just thought of another idea for it. So, but yeah, and I would want to, because I would want to do the version of if it was not related to the Orange Man. And you know what? Maybe I'll do just another version. And then if we had the version for Kamala Harris, yeah, I think that would be wonderful, beautiful, and show some diversity and even fight back on the stereotypes and the racist comments that some of the like Republican newscasters had to say about her. If you know, you know. If you don't, maybe look it up. But yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be doing I'm going to try to get back into the politics. It's just, I like, while dating my ex, I was trying not to, like, even though I would show him and he looked at my Patreon. He was a member. Oh, the night he broke up with me. This man said he wanted to be my friend. Boy, bye. Anyway, I told him unsubscribe to my Patreon, like block me. Like, he was like, I'm not gonna block you. We're gonna be friends. Mm, But anyways, catch up. I've talked about this, but who? And that's kind of what this episode's about. If you don't believe me, though, it's like, yeah, it's like with a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about. Look up the screenshots on Dating Nightmares, or well, on Patreon. Yes. Okay. Let me get my thoughts straight. It's like if you go onto Patreon and then with the magnifying glass under, like, with my Patreon, all you have to do is to type in Dating Nightmares. And it's like you'll even see like a lot of them, either it's going to be river racism standards and or quickie, and just there's so many different types. And even though the catfish, my collection's I have a lot more catfish than I thought I did, which is great because I'm going to be doing comparing, contrasting, and things like that, and showing how this, like, different people use the same images, and going to be like, oh, what state is this version from, and how old is this one, and what does this one do for work, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm petty. I don't care. But okay, let's get that scorching hot petty tea out. If you like it cold, hold the ice because the ice is a hot mess in these streets. But yeah, today dating nightmares is about the power and the patriarchy because and versus breakup. Yeah, because how come after the woman breaks up with the man or the man breaks up with the woman, the man still wants the control over the woman or they want the control over the next steps of the woman's life. Mhm. Mhm. Because if you guys have been paying attention and listening, I still need to do the screenshot of the Reddit because oh yeah, well let me pull that up because I want to be able to quote this one. But yeah, Mr. No Heart, it's it's almost gonna be 3 years ago, but it's like I broke up with him in 2020 because well, go catch up. There's so many episodes on Mr. No Heart, so many episodes that prove why I broke up with him, but then why I officially had it with him in like 2020. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. But next thing I know, just like a year or two late, like no, about 2 or 3 years later, this man decides that he wants to write me on like on one of the only things that he wasn't blocked on and stuff. Oh, because I blocked him and oh everyone with his last name I blocked. Everybody with his last name and his mother's maiden name and everything like that. Oh, block, 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 blockity, block, block, block. So, yeah. But okay, this is what this no good, no heart fool. Mm-hmm. Okay, because it was on August 26th, 2023. Yeah. And he tried to be, a little sly, a little, yeah. Or basically showing that since he can't communicate and talk to me, it's like, but the thing is, I never blocked his phone number because he still has my property. He still has my property on like at his house because like if you know catch up with the episode, but it's like I asked him for it back. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I broke up with him was because of his response to me on why he won't drop it off. Mhm. Mhm. But okay, this is what he wrote on August 26th. Hey, it's Mr. No Heart. Heard your podcast and that I have some items you want back. He been known that he has my property. He knew he just needed an excuse. It's like he knows because of his response to me of what he said to me on that day and how he would question me and gaslight me. And then he gives me the phone number. I I was the only person that called in the relationship other than when he called me for my money, for my gas, for my time, or my body. Yeah. Anyway. And so, yeah, he gives the phone number, texts me with a list or a call. He already, I sent him that list like before my surgery, after my surgery. Uh huh. Uh huh. Anyway, because yeah, he wrote that at 6:32 p.m. And so then about 12 or 14 minutes later, 6:46 p.m. Yes, I'm blank. Yeah, he put out his real name this time. And you still have me blocked on Facebook. So I had to find other means to contact you. I never blocked his phone number. I never blocked his phone number. This fool could have called and this is how much he wants power. Because now that my new ex, he's trying to do the same thing. He wants the power. I never had either one of their phone numbers blocked because one, it's like if he has some of my property, I want him to call me so that, like, if he's gonna drop it off at the front door, oh no, he doesn't even have to call me. He can text me and just let me know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But like with Mr. No Heart, yeah, he thinks it's a woman's job to call. And he loves power. He loves being able to control what happens. And he loves giving me directions. Like if you've been listening, you already know some of the red pill questions he was choking on the entire relationship that we had. Yeah, that no good, stupid, idiotic fool. And then Mr. Spider, yeah, he like all of a sudden breaks up with me, right? But in the car, right after breaking up with me, because I'm not looking at him. I'm not like about the only time I went and looked at him is after this happens, because I'm frustrated and because this is out of nowhere, and he tricked me. I would have never gotten into that car. I would have never gotten. See, that's why it's like power. He like some of these men are so selfish and conniving and despicable. Point blank. Period. Because they didn't even take into consideration how is the woman gonna feel? How is she gonna be affected? What's the best way to resolve or do this? But he didn't. And I asked him already 2 times at this point to take me home. And he just sat there looking and yeah, I wasn't looking at him, but I was looking out the window and I could see his reflection sometimes. And he like literally like I would be like while looking out the window, I would say, take me home. And he just look at me. And I'm just like, what is going on in that empty like skull of yours? What like because like I thought you were smart, but it's like put the vehicle back in drive. It's like I'm asking you to take me home. You're kind of trapping me right now because I don't want to be anywhere near you. But anyway, so he breaks up with me and I'm like, okay, so I'm giving him the layout of what's going to happen. Yes, I because if you're gonna break up with me, okay, no, I'm gonna lay out part of this process. So I tell him, okay, so tonight, block me on everything. Trust me, I will do it. Like once I get into that house, once I get onto my laptop and everything, and once I get into my room and I know that I'm safe and stuff, I'm blocking you on like all of the apps and all of the websites and everything like that. So do not worry. He cuts me off. He cuts me off. He was like, I'm not blocking you on anything. We're not blocking. Yeah, he said, we're not. He said, we're not blocking. And he was like, we're going to be friends in a couple weeks and we're going to hang out with each other again. Oh, you should have seen me turn my head. You should have seen me turn my head. Oh, because yeah, I looked at him like he was Bozo the Clown. Because, like, how are you going to break up with me and then tell me the relationship I'm going to have with you? How dare you? And so, okay, once I got home, it's like, because, oh, yeah, while I was there, I asked him, why are you breaking up with me? He refused to answer. He just sat there. And see, this is like why I kept asking, please take me home. Because if you're just going to say you break up with me, but then you're going to get quiet, and then I tell you to take me home and you just get quiet, so then I get nervous. So then I'm talking because I hate the silence. It's very uncomfortable. And so then it's like he kind of mumbles something or he says one or two things. And it's just like, okay, talk. Okay. Because, like, if you're going to break up, let's end everything. Let's resolve everything. Like, tell me why so that this chapter is closed in my life. It's like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh my gosh, what was me? Like, I'm pissed off, but at the same time, I have just reason. It's like he's gonna, like, if you knew like all of the things he promised in the relationship, and like literally he was planning things a week before the breakup. It's like, and like about 3 weeks before, he asked me to make it Facebook official. Yeah. It's like, if you knew, like, yeah. I've mentioned a lot of the things in the other videos, but there's so much more. And so that's one reason why, yeah, I have a right to be pissed off. I have a right to be upset and livid and frustrated, because it makes no sense. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. And so, anyway, yeah, this fool told me that I'm going to be his friend in a couple weeks. And so, yeah, I looked at him like it was bozo, and I'm like, excuse me? No, I'm not. I am not going to be here. Like, no, this is over. You're going to take me home and you will never see me again. That's what I told him. And he was like, well, no, it's like, we're going to talk about this. We're going to, okay, I've, like, now, then I asked him again, okay, just give me the reason. And then he gets quiet again. And I'm like, okay, so you're making me be in this car. I can't, like, because I have a disability. I can't just, like, he decided to drive. If you're going to break up with someone with a disability, especially a walking disability, it's like he could have driven around a corner and did it. So then at least, yeah, it would still take me a while to get home, but then I have the power. I can open the door, get out, and walk home. But no, he drove all the way down a few blocks to a park. And yeah, and if you guys have been listening, you already know some of the trauma that I've been through at a park. So that really, really annoyed me. But, anyways, when I got home, oh, I laid it. It's like I texted him, like, how could you do this to me? Because he prompt me, like, at the beginning of the relationship, I was like, are you sure you're ready to date? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know what? Why don't you get on different dating apps and you talk to more women and find out who you have a connection with, figure out who your type is, and you're my type. And he would give me different reasons why I must be his type, and a lot of it was provocative. So yeah, I'm not gonna say what, but yeah, now I know. Maybe it was love bombing, or maybe I think he was just desperate, but he won't tell me. But anyway, so he still wouldn't tell me that night, because yeah, when I laid it out, I was just like, with everything you put me through and everything your ex-wife put me through, I just want to know the reason so that I can just, like if you give me the reason, it's like I can block your phone number. I can officially block every single thing. But, and oh, once I got home, I was like, oh, Facebook block. Um, let's see. It's like, no, there's a decent long list, but oh yeah, it's like I told him to unsubscribe to my Patreon, like, and then there's like 4 or 5 other things. I was like block, block, block. Like I was like, it's basically sound like a soundtrack. But oh yeah, Discord block. Oh yeah, and it's really funny because I was just going to ask him what his Steam, like, um username and stuff was, because he mentioned just a couple weeks before the breakup that he was like, oh, we can play games virtually on Steam together. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be a cool virtual date night. Yeah, let's do that. So, but anyways, okay. And yeah, I say all of this for a reason, because like he's literally telling me, oh yeah, we're gonna be friends after this, and I'm like, what the? And I gave him 4 different chances, because even that night I asked again, can you just tell me? What does he do? The next morning I see, like, I never read the message, but I see that he gave me an update on his pet. He gave me an update on his pet. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You just hurt me and you don't care. You care more about this pet than you do me. Mm. So that's when I went and I was like, because I had him in a group chat with some of my close friends because since he is a dad and they are some of the coolest moms I know, I thought, and he's divorced or whatever. I was like, you know what, if he ever needs, some advice or tips or suggestions or anything like that, it's like I created the group so that he can, ask and stuff like that. And both of my like close mom friends, they were just like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's yeah, we got you. And so, but anyway, one of them was kind of MIA for a couple weeks. So like I told one of them that the night of about the breakup, but then a few days later I tell my other friend, so then she hops into the group and um I forgot when I blocked him as a friend so he couldn't like talk to me, but I forgot. Yeah, part of me I'm like, dang it. It's like because I kind of did it wrong because I didn't really know the process. Because I thought, oh, let me just delete the group, but now yeah, let's just say I looked it up. Now I know, but I did it wrong at the beginning. So next thing I know, I think everything is gone. I'm so happy and relieved. And then once she all of a sudden she messages, and I'm like, hold up, how is this group back? Yeah, I did it wrong. And so then I see him message, and I'm like, but then it does show that he's blocked. So, but yeah. So, anyways, um, yeah, let's just like what my friend, she was just like, well, it seems like he cares about you. So, why don't you unblock him and give him a chance? Talk to him. I've given him chances. I've given him enough chances. He has my phone number. He can text me the reason. I don't care. Like, I'm not unblocking him. Oh no, well, just to unblock him. Like he probably feels more confident on here, or he probably feels like he could be more expressive on here. No, he's never been that expressive on here, and so I really don't think that's going to like. He has my phone number. He can text me. He better not call me, but he can text me. And so, I don't know. That really, really shocked me though, because like about 5 times she tells me that maybe you just need to unblock him. And I'm at a point like, you don't believe me or something? What is going on? Why are you taking his side? And then I'm like, oh, are you guys talking in another group about something and I just don't know? Because then she just starts telling me, what about if it's this? What about if it's that? And each time I'm like, no, we covered this. No, we did that. No, I asked him this. And I was like, if he lied to me, then yeah, I will cover this on my channel because I ask so many questions and I go into depth. And so, like, to me, it's like if a man's going to lie like that in order to be in a relationship with me, like, they're pathetic and dumb and conniving. And yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on that. But yeah, she kept asking me to give him another chance. And she even said, once you unblock him, you guys talk about it. You guys will be friends and maybe you guys will even work it out and you'll give him a second chance. Screw that. Skip that. Like, who do you think you like? No. He, like, It's like I don't know if people are thinking that I'm just like, no, it's all or nothing, whatever. No, he he ended the relationship. If it's ended, let it be done. Let it be the end. The fairy tales say the end at it. You know, this is a horror movie, but whatever. Let it be. Let it be. Okay. Let me live my life. Let him live his life. You know. You know. So, but I don't know. It's just like with those two relationships, and then now it's like just remembering how many men tried to take the power out of me, because you guys already know about the guy who threatened to sleep with his boss if I didn't sleep with him by a certain time. And then during COVID, you know about the nurse and how he told me that I better go to his house so he can sleep with me. And then, um, let's see, what's another good? Oh, even Lock a Key, that no good, hot mess, stupid, idiotic jerk. Oh, I'm so glad he got back with his middle school sweetheart or whatever. That no good, conniving, stupid, idiotic, poorly educated, just deceitful bigot. But yeah, it's like he forced me to be in the relationship because he said he was going to take his life. And then he, like, while working on my master's, he was okay with it until he trapped me into the relationship. And then while I'm working on homework, if I didn't jump when he said jump, yeah, that's when he would threaten to, punch holes in the wall, or like even damage my car sometimes. And he would steal my bag or grab, like, yeah, I could never take a nap while at his house. It's like, yeah, because he would either sneak my bag to force me to go with him somewhere, or he would steal money from my purse. But yeah, it's like he taught me a lot about how men try to have power. So that's one reason why, like, I haven't been with another guy like as toxic as him. I mean, there's some who, I mean, they're very slick because, again, with Mr. No Hire, he pretended that he was a sapiosexual and that he was so into documentaries and not learning and all these other stuff. When he only did it because oh yeah, because back to the power with No Heart, because he kept trying to get me jealous, but then he didn't realize I don't get jealous, and so, or not really, yeah. Um, And so he would tell me, because we weren't even dating at the beginning, we were just friends. But then I found out that he was trying to make his ex wife jealous. And so he figured out, oh, because his oldest daughter, mentioned me to his ex wife. And when the ex wife was so frustrated and jealous of me, that's when he wanted to date me. I didn't learn this until much later, and it hurt, and it was disgust because I was disgusted. I'm like, you weren't interested in me. You were just trying to make your ex-wife jealous. So trying to have the power over her and over me at the same time in two different ways. Why do men do this? Why do men crave power so much, and or they just have to have things their way, and or, oh, they're done with the woman when it comes to love or empathy and compassion and sympathy and leveling up and everything like that. So, you know what? I want to move on to a new woman, but I'm going to keep her as a friend. I'm going to keep her around just in case I need her again, just in case I want to use her again. And I think that's one reason why a lot of my either exes or one time dates or like some of the guys I've dated in my past, so many, like I think it was around 8 to 12 last year. So far this year, I want to say it's around four or five. Yeah. Because one of the Chicago guys tried to message me. And then, ooh, one of the security guards tried to. Yeah. And yeah, yeah, two or three other ones. But anyway, Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.